Okay, so this is the second take on this part. Um, After you send me your exercises for the first lesson, let's move on to lesson number 2 in your book studies page 82, right? And it's about non-countable nouns, right? So let's see with the vocabulary, okay? Now, this time we have the vocabulary for non-count nouns. Basically, in this case, we are going to consider liquids and some other solid food. So as I tell you, this is the second take, so I already tried this thing, but we are not able to record the book audio. In your platforms, in the assignments on lesson 2, unit 10, we have the first part, the first exercise, which are the flashcards. Now, with the flashcards, you can practice the vocabulary on your own. Okay? So remember, take that on count and practice it at home. Okay? Now, in this case, the vocabulary is for things, right? We have water, coffee, we have tea, juice, milk, and soda. As for foods, we have bread, but you might think, teacher, but I go to the store and I say to my case, 3 breads, please. Right? The thing is that we have to think as American people, not as Peruvians. In Peru, we might consider that bread is something countable, but for Americans and for our class, it is not. Then we have pasta, we have rice, cheese, meat, chicken, and fish. Okay, about chicken and fish, these are kind of tricky words, right? Because while they are alive, right? I mean, when the chicken says pio pio and the fish says glue glue, they are alive. They are countable. So you can go to the market one Saturday and say, "Hey, look, mom, I bought chickens by one soul. Remember the little ones, the chicks, the ones that look like a pom pom, right?" Or when you go to the pet store and you buy some fish for your aquarium, you can say, I have 10 fish, I have 4 fish, right? By the way, the plural of fish is fish, no fishes. Okay, then we have oil, butter, sugar, salt, and pepper. Yes, remember last week we talked about pepper, right? The one you add for your arrocito chaufa, right? So that's why it's important to remember that in English, when something is countable, you always use a quantifier to talk about that. So you go to the market and say, hey, mister, please give me, or how much for a pepper, one bell pepper, right? And when you talk about the pepper for seasoning, it's just pepper. Okay, yes, as Iron Man girlfriend. Okay. Now, let's move on to exercise 2. Please, this time I want you to record your audios as your answers as audio for our WhatsApp group, right? It says, which foods from the vocabulary do you like? Right? So you can say, for example, I don't like sugar, but I like rice.